Sam Smith played Berlin last night, getting rave reviews for the tour. Coming up, your love song messages are at 10:15. Our brand new record of the week from Simply Red is coming up in the next hour. And the first contestants this week for 10 to the Top will be on at 10:30. How well will you do today? And loads of your shout-outs and singing along in the car. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, your smart speaker, and 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. NHS leaders are warning today's strike over pay by nurses in England will be extremely difficult. The Royal College of Nursing says the walkout, which will end just before midnight, is its biggest ever. The Health Secretary, Steve Barclay, has called the action premature as it's taking place the day before a meeting of health unions to discuss the government's 5% pay offer. Meanwhile, Unite members at some NHS trusts and ambulance services in England are also on strike today and tomorrow. Steve Krebs is a paramedic and the Secretary of the Yorkshire Ambulance Service branch of Unite.
This isn't just about the finances. This is about the recruitment and retention. Certainly within our service of staff and in the wider NHS, there's 133,000 vacancies within the NHS at this moment in time, and more staff are leaving. This just cannot be right.
The United Nations has warned the humanitarian situation in Sudan is reaching breaking point. Thousands of people are attempting to flee the conflict in the country. An extra evacuation flight for British nationals from Port Sudan on the Red Sea is expected to close to passengers in less than an hour's time. US regulators say the bank JP Morgan Chase is set to buy the troubled lender First Republic after it became the third American bank to collapse in 2 months. Shares in First Republic plunged last week after it admitted customers had withdrawn $100 billion in deposits in March. Russia's launched a series of missile and artillery strikes at Ukraine, including at the capital, Kyiv. The Ukrainian military has said most of the rockets fired were shot down. Analysis suggests on average around 12 hospitality venues across Britain have closed their doors for good each day over the past year because of soaring costs. The research indicates smaller independent businesses are struggling more than established big names. Clive Watson is chairman of the City Pub Group, which has 43 pubs and 1,100 employees.
There are still big challenges for hospitality. So whilst these bank holidays are great and the coronation hopefully will be a wonderful occasion, it doesn't hide or mask the fact that there's a lot of inflationary challenges to our business, which increases our costs and obviously hits our profits.
Doctors say they have promising results from a new artificial intelligence tool used to identify cancer on imaging scans, which they hope will speed up diagnosis for patients. The AI tool's been developed by the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, along with the Institute of Cancer Research and Imperial College. The lead investigator, Dr. Richard Lee, hopes it'll help radiologists rather than replace them.
The radiologists have expertise in seeing, does the nodule look like an abnormal shape? Does it have a particular texture? Does it have a particular size and other shape characteristics? And essentially what the algorithm does, it looks for those kind of things. So some of them are those more basic things, and other things, it probably spots things that might be quite difficult to spot by the human eye. So looking for those changes in texture that aren't quite detectable.
And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 10.
Gary Davies.
Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.
You made a fool of me.